Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Sorry about the camera being a little bit shaky. It's on my steering wheel. Hey, I'm Brandon Wenzel. I do a show. It's called My Sampler Platter. I clap. It's a thing. This is my normal intro, but we're just going to roll right along with it. So anyway, folks, what's My Sampler Platter? It's a series of videos I've been doing now where I go over there, I try out food and drink items. I let you know what's going on with them. So you can go over there and decide if you want to try them, if you want to pass them by, or maybe you don't give a damn about that and you just want to watch, chubby freaking white dude from the Midwest go over there and eat crap. I don't know what your fetish is, folks. Fucking do what you do. Just, hey, let me know. Hey, we can talk. We can talk. We can figure shit out. Arrangements can be made. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, folks, with the spirit of capitalism in mind, oh, I didn't plan that, but it worked out well. What am I trying for y'all today, folks? Boom! We're super patriotic today. We are doing Mountain Dew DEW.S.A. Look at it. Look at the DEW.S.A. Oh, folks, yes. There are few things that represent America better than Mountain Dew DEW.S.A. Hand over my heart, man. I get such a freaking kick out of this. Oh, man. So, okay, what the hell is DEW.S.A? Well, DEW.S.A, it's this, for one. It's a flavor of Mountain Dew. It's not new, actually. It came out a few years back. I want to say maybe 3 to 4 years ago was when they first tried it. And it actually, at least as far as I know, it seemed to go over pretty well. And the hitch of it is that they went over there, they basically did what every kid at a fountain, machine, at a McDonald's or wherever has done, where they went over there and just decided to mix some of their flavors together to see what they would get. So, in the spirit of America, they had Code Red, Whiteout, and Voltage. Red, white, and blue. To create a patriotic purple drink. Sure. I love that so much. They did go a little bit too far with it, though, because that following, this was brought out as a 4th of July thing that year. And then for Christmas, they had a holiday one where they decided to go over there and pull the same shit, except they literally just mixed the normal Mountain Dew, green, with Code Red, red. Yes, that's, admittedly, it is holiday flavor, or holiday colors, but it works way better with this. Whereas with that was just them reaching. Now they have a different holiday brew that they do, but... So, and actually what they did with this one, the reason why I'm even doing this, since it is a product that already existed, was that they did this 1 year, and then after that, they came out with a new drink called the Liberty Brew. And that became their, patriotic, flag-waving, yay America Mountain Dew flavor for the past, 2 to 3 years or whatever it is. And that's perfectly fine. I don't have any problem with the Liberty Brew. It does its job, but there's a charm to this, man. It's ridiculous and a little bit stupid and kind of lazy, but it tastes really good, at least from what I remember. It has been a few years since the last time I had this, but I remember really liking it. And actually my friend Mike, who occasionally watches my videos, so Mike, hello, if you're watching this, he liked this stuff so much that when they stopped selling it because it was just a seasonal item, he went over there and made his own batch. He went out, got some, some Code Red, some Voltage, and some Whiteout, and he put them in a thing, man. So yeah, there we go. I actually tried to do something like this. It was going to be my yin and yang Mountain Dew, where I went over there, I had Pitch Black and Whiteout, and I mixed them together in equal quantities. Harmony it did not make. That's That's all I'm going to say. Feel free to try it if you want, although at least at the time I'm doing this, Pitch Black isn't commercially available again. They'll probably release it eventually again. It pisses me off because it's my favorite drink. But anyway, well, favorite Mountain Dew anyway. We're going to try this stuff. Man, come on. It's ridiculous. That's the thing. Like, that's like the spirit of America. It's like, we simultaneously take ourselves, like, really seriously, and, like, we're this big, powerful country and everything, and, America and all that stuff. But then at the same time, like, we are just ridiculous and nonsensical, and that, for me, is what really makes us wonderful as a country, because for all of our flaws, no matter what end of whatever spectrum you're on, and trust me, every freaking part of the spectrum has fair share of flaws, trust me. No matter what side you're on, there's someone who's just doing some stupid shit that only Americans would ever do. And we're just rolling with it. And I love that about us. I really do. I'm not always the most super patriotic guy in the world. Again, yay America. I like Captain America. Come on, folks. But that, for me, is the spirit of America, and it is well represented in this drink. Now, that said, if this sucks, it's really, really going to go over there and bum me out. Since I've, talked it up and everything like that. I would say that it smells like I remember, but I don't. It's so long, I don't remember the smell. But it does smell kind of familiar, but that could just be, it's smelling like a Mountain Dew flavor, so. Yeah, that's still good. I still like that a lot. Not as much as I like Pitch Black. Pitch Black is still the reigning champion for me personally. But I really like grape soda, and I actually think that's one of my favorite grape sodas. But it's also like the Maui Blast, like the pineapple one, that was really good too. But this is there. Now, the thing is, because it is a mix of three flavors, the question becomes, well, what's the proportion of taste-wise? What's the thing? And the reality is, I couldn't tell you because I almost never drink Whiteout. I think Whiteout is fairly terrible. It's probably my least favorite flavor of theirs. I didn't mind, because that was back when they were doing competitions to decide their own flavors. I didn't mind that it won. Even though it was my least favorite of the four, I did think it was the most unique. So I gave it that. But I've never really gotten into it. I just don't like it very much. Voltage, I'm fine with, but it's not one I go for regularly. Code Red is the one I'm the most familiar with. You can taste some Code Red influence in there. As for the other two, it's hard for me to say exactly. But it comes together in a nice drink. Like, if you didn't tell me that it was, the three flavors mixed together, usually my default answer when it comes to fruity sodas, if I don't know what the fruit flavor is, like if it's a mystery or whatever, I usually just say berry, because berry can mean fucking anything. So, but I mean, it's a flavorful yet mellow dew. And what I mean by that is, some Mountain Dews are so strong with their flavor that I think they can, at least in my opinion, they can really kind of turn you one way or another. Like I said with Whiteout, I think Whiteout, the flavor of Whiteout is just, it's too much. I don't care for that flavor that much, so it's not something I can go with. Even like Code Red has a pretty strong flavor to it. With this, because it kind of has the mix of the three flavors, none of them extremely shout out at you. And instead, you get this kind of like mellow dew where it's goes down nicely. It's not too, like I said, it's not too strong one way or another. So, I mean, at least for me, this is, I mean, there's pretty much a flavor of Mountain Dew for everybody at this point, considering all the flavors that they have. But this is one that I genuinely think most people could probably just go with, because, like I said, it's just not super heavy in one direction or another, but at the same time, it's not lacking in flavor. It's certainly not bland or anything. It's a nice combination drink. It is exactly what it is. Because the thing is when you think about it, if you're going, doing your own version of this, at a fountain drink or whatever, each of those flavors has been crafted over years, sometimes decades or even further beyond, like Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper and stuff. They've all been crafted to have really distinct flavors. And then you're going over there and mixing them with other things, which are, again, crafted to have certain flavors. So obviously, things are going to kind of dilute, and you're not going to get the same strength of flavor just by virtue of that. It just becomes a question of, can you then go over there and sort of create your own flavor that has elements of each and is still good tasting? That is ideally what you're trying to do when you're a kid going over there and making those up. Or an adult, you can do it as an adult too. I won't judge you. With Mountain Dew, with the DEW.S.A, I really do think that they did a very good job with that. It's a nice blend of the flavors. It tastes good. It's a fun drink. Like, again, it's not my favorite Mountain Dew. Please don't think I'm un-American for that. But it's like especially as like a seasonal thing. And I will say, I mean, I don't have one here to compare, unfortunately. From what I can recall of the Liberty Brew, I do think I enjoy this more. If I end up, because I think maybe what I'll do, we'll see. Maybe what I'll do, maybe what I'll try is, I'll try to hang on to one of these, one of the DEW.S.A's, and I'll kind of see, because there's always the possibility maybe they'll also release the Liberty Brew, getting closer to 4th of July. If that ends up being the case, then I'll do, if I'm still doing videos at that time, I'll go over there and I'll do a comparison. But I think at least in terms of my impression of the patriotic dews, even if the Liberty Brew was on a similar wavelength in terms of flavor, just the fact that, it's the DEW.S.A, it's wonderfully ridiculous, kind of, like I said, it kind of taps into the wonderful, ridiculous spirit of America. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. 100%, folks. At the time I'm doing this, it is super available. They have it at gas stations, Walmart, they have it in 12 packs, they got it in the bottles. Get yourself a bottle, give it a shot. If you don't like it very much, clearly you're some sort of filthy red communist or something, because who wouldn't want to drink America, folks? Or is that the more unpatriotic thing, because you're drinking America? It's like a Schrodinger's Patriot situation. I don't know. I'm not qualified to handle that. But give it a shot. Absolutely. It's a good time, folks. At least for me. I enjoy it. And I'm honestly not the biggest Mountain Dew guy in the entire world. I like some of their flavors very much. Other ones I really, like classic Mountain Dew, honestly, is something that I really have to have a taste for. It's not a drink I'm usually that into. But yeah, so anyway, folks, that's going to do it for me. If you could, 5 things. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, phenomenal rest of your month, magnanimous rest of your year, and a DEW.S.A rest of your life. Come on, folks. You can't even argue that. Unless you're like outside of the United States or something. Then maybe like, you could petition Mountain Dew to go over there and come up with their own wacky flavor that ties into your name. Oh man, it kind of works pretty well with the United States. I mean, I suppose you could do the United Kingdom. Sure, we're gonna end on that because that's a thing to end on. Final 2 things for me, folks. If you could try to bring sponsors to the world, it's not always possible. It is always appreciated, even if it doesn't seem like it. I promise it is. Can't do that. Sometimes can't. I can't always do it all the time. Try not to be an asshole. Usually pretty doable on the spectrum of doable things. Not always, but Final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to do. I'm just gonna leave it there. Don't look at me. Bye, folks.